Hey guys, Anime Gamer 245 and Mark Joseph here. Today is going to be another deck profile. It's going to be completely brand new. Everyone knows about this and probably they made already better versions of it. This one's just a simple version of it that you can make easily by just buying, well, 3 of the structure packs if you're, really want it or something. We'll start off with the Mighty Beast monster himself, Master Hyperion. 2700 beater, 2100 defender. He's easy to summon. All you have to do is remove from play one of the agents from your hand, deck, or field, and graveyard. And if you want, you can use his ability to destroy some back row by simply removing from play one fairy type monster from your graveyard and destroying one card in the field. And if you have Sanctuary, you can use this twice. And it's really good. This card is very useful and really needed in the deck. Running 2-3 of these is much more important than you think. 3 Agent Mystery Earth, a level 2 light type fairy type tuner, and it's 1000 attack, 800 defense. Not so very strong, but then again has a good searching ability. If you normal summon this, you search out for an agent monster from your deck to your hand, and except himself, of course. And if you have Sanctuary, you can just search out Master Hyperion instead. Really useful, and he's good to sync with. It's, basically. There are combos on how to summon him anyway. For high beaters, I recommend using the Agent Miracles Jupiter, because he can, he's 1800, he gains more by removing play an agent monster from your graveyard. And you can select any fairy type, actually, just to let him gain a little more if you want to get an extra boost. And if you want, you can use his ability to bring back remove from play monsters if you have Sanctuary. So basically, discard a card, bring a remove from play, special summon him. There's a lot of combos in the way. It relies a lot on graveyards and remove from play at the same time, so you know what I mean. We also have 3 Zeradius. Zeradius is a Captain Gold into the deck for fairies. You can search out for Sanctuary the Sky for this one. He's a 2100 beater. And, he's also good to have some monsters in your graveyard in order to use Hyperion's effect or anyone else's. And for normal monsters, you'll be surprised, but we'll be using 2 Mystical Shine Balls. They're not really that useful by himself, but they have a certain monster that can help out these, these little, in a way. It gives good effort when it comes to synchronizing too. Which is from Agent Creation Venus. Pay 500 life points, special summon 1 Mystical Shine Balls on the field. You can summon as much more if you want, and with that, if you had like Earth in the field, that's like an instant level 7, and if you summon another one, that's a level 9, so that's an easy Trishula right there. For other monsters that would be useful is 2 Splendid Venuses, because Venus can help you lessen the attack of all your other monsters. So basically, if you have, like, for example, going against a Machina, they gain a little more attack, or something like that. If you had Splendid Venus in the field, that gives yourself a good advantage of getting, let them lose 500 attack and defense in a way. Not much of a big deal if you're dealing with, like, Solidarity, so you're really screwed in a way. And your effects of spell and trap cards cannot be negated too, so it's also useful as well for Splendid Venus. So that means every time you activate, like, Bottomless Trap Hole, they can't Dark Bribe it, they can't Bent Tools that shit or anything else like that. Nothing can negate it. It has to go through in a way. Really useful card, and it's, there's easier ways of summoning fairies anyway. 2 Theseus Goddess of Light for draw power. It's level 5 at 2400 attack beater, and every time you draw a fairy type monster, reveal it to your opponent, and then you can draw 1 more card. Running 2 of these is easy enough because it's only level 5, so you can distribute 1 fairy type monster or special summon it in a certain way. And, it gives you a good trap power, and it has a decent attack and well for level 5. We also have 2 Hecatrice, or whatever it is. It looks like a angel pen and some shit like that. It's 1500 attack. You can discard this card and basically get a Valhalla Hall of the Fallen. That's the card we'll be talking about later. Like I said, this is also good to have some fairy type monsters in your graveyard in order for you to, like, Hyperion's effect. And of course, you need one Honest. Got Uncommon now in the structure pack. He's, yeah, no brainer on this one. He's really useful. Alright, the magic cards we're going to be talking about is Valhalla Hall of the Fallen. It's like, if you have this card, activate this, special summon a fairy type monster if you have no monsters in the field. There you go. It's very simple, very easy, and very useful in a way. You can screw up your opponent easily because, you know, they can't... There's some opponents who just normal summon, but they never realize you just summon a fairy type that's like 2800 or more and some shit. And you just summon Hyperion too, it'd be worse for you as well. Having Valhalla Hall of the Fallen helps you a lot, you know, in a way. Having 3 is the main reason... To have 3... is just to be safe, because you never know what your opponent might pull a trick on, you know. They might, like, screw you over, like, big time. Like, for example, they MST this one, they Dark Bribe this one, so all you have is, like, this one left, and then next thing you know, if you have nothing left, you're dead. But there's a way of summoning. I mean, you have Master Hyperion, he can summon himself anyway. 3 Sanctuary of the Sky field spells. This card's uses for is just... there. It's, you know, you take no damage, but the effect is on this one is bad. But every monster relying on this card makes it a lot more useful than you ever expect. You know, like for example Umi back then, since they banned it. The biggest draw power of them all, like other than just paying $150 for a fucking Pod Duality, which might be reprinted one day, thank God, is Cards from the Sky. Remove from play 1 fairy type monster, and you can draw 2 cards from your hand. You can't special summon or to conduct your battle phase after you activate this card, but hell, it's kind of worth it sometimes, even for the first turn or second turn, or if you have multiple ones of these. Draw 2 more cards is a big, you know, it's very useful. I mean, people will recommend it to trade-ins, but then again, why? There's only a few level 8s, and there's, you know, it's not even worth it. The other magic cards are considered with enemy controller, because, you know, Book of Moon is down, so I need something to switch to defense mode or something like that. And MST. Yeah, I don't even have a Book of Moon in here, so I don't even know. Yeah, there's more trap cards in here, though. I'll tell you that. Divine Punishment. Don't use Dark Bribes, just use Divine Punishment, because since you have the field spell, just use this card and negate your spells, traps, and effect cards and some shit like that. Really useful. It's like, you know... No more, you know, draw power is no longer the issue anymore. Miraculous Ascent to bring back one of your removed from play fairy monsters. I mean, it's really useful. I mean, just like Call of the Haunted, except only for fairies, and if it's removed from play. It's good when it comes to, like, there's a combo for this. I mean, you can use Miraculous Ascent, and then, you know, use Hyperion to remove from play 1 Hyperion in your graveyard. Then, you know, use Miraculous Descent, bring back the Hyperion, and then you get yourself, like, double the attack and 2 monsters. And you can use the effect over again if that's the case. You have also 7 Tools of the Bandit and negate trap cards in case you don't have the field spell. Really useful. Sakuretsu Armor, because I don't have a Deep Prison yet, but I will replace it sooner or later. Staple Call of the Haunted. Yeah. Magic Cylinder, it screws over a lot of people if you have something like this. You know, I mean, you know, if they attack with a 5-headed dragon, you know, use Magic Cylinder and beat the shit out of them. Even Machinas, it can screw them over too, you know, use Magic Cylinder and, you know, they just screw themselves over. Returner from a Different Dimension is obviously a trap card used for risking moments. Use this card in order for you to, like, bring back your remove from play monsters. So if you have Hyperions removed from play, or any other type of fairy monsters that are very strong and powerful, use that. Or you can use it for synchro summoning if you have the tuner in there too. Really useful, and just try to be careful with, you know, you never know what your opponent might pull up your sleeve, and, you know, risking half your life points is like a big yeah, be careful. 1 common Mirror Force. Yeah, that's basically it. And 1 Torrential Tribute. You know. And Solemn Judgment. Thank God this guy got reprinted. Just saying. Now for the extra deck. We have 1 Avenging Knight Parsath. Well, Parsath or something like that. Fairy type synchro, level 8. You know, he's 2600. You need a light non-tuner, which obviously everything is light, so it's pretty good. And you can change the battle position of 1 face-up monster your opponent controls, and it does piercing damage. So running 1 or 2 is much better if you run 2 of these, since you're obviously wearing a fairy deck and you need something like that. I might actually think of putting Wyvern in this deck, but right now I don't have it with me. So for replacement of that, we just have Ancient Fairy Dragon in order, you know, special summon a level 4 or lower in your hand some way, and is a 3000 defender and 2100 beater. And you can use this to store your field spell and search out for another one as well. It's really useful too. The only thing is a dragon though. Trishula, yeah. What do you think? I told you about Trishula. Scrap Archfiend, but I will replace it like again with Wyvern later on. 2700 beater, that's it. We also have my favorite cards, Stardust Dragon. 3 Stardust Dragons because I just need to fill in some space in the extra deck. And possibility of summoning Stardust Dragon is not that hard, but then again, you know, I just love this guy so much. He negates almost everything. He's the best out of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds, and he's the main card too. So, you know, running him is like, you know, awesome. Even, you know, Red Dragon Archfiend, just a clear defense, and, you know, he's a 3000 beater. He's really cool. He's the good nemesis of Stardust and shit like that, you know, running like this. Yeah. I know it's just like, you know, getting out topic because, you know, these are dragons and not fairies and whatnot, but, you know, Black Rose Dragon, clear up the field because, you know, level 7, you opt in summon level 7 in a way, and kind of, whatever. Iron Chain Dragon, just to clean, you know, fill in some space for level 6, Synchro, and whatnot. Magical Android, in case you want to summon a level 5, if you use Venus and Earth. If you don't want to take effect damage, I just recommend use Black Winged Dragon. I don't even know why the hell I put this card in here, but then again, you know, it depends you on from effect damage and shit like that. So, and it's a 2800 beater, so you can also go against Stardust too. So yeah, Stardust okay, but then again, he's somewhat weak depending on the attack power. Gaia, 2600, beat Stardust or anything higher or something like that. I don't know. And optional choice to play is Red Nova Dragon because you have level 2 tuner monsters, Earth. What if you one day, like, it's an optional choice. I mean, you can summon this if you have Red Dragon Archfiend on the field. You activate the trap card, return from a different dimension, summon 2 Earths, and then use it to double tune and summon out Red Nova Dragon. I mean, he won't get that much, but then again, he would still get like 1,000 attack points. And he can't be destroyed by anything, so even you Dark Hole, Sakuretsu, or anything else like that, he can't be destroyed by it. So basically, you screw yourself over. That's all for now. That's the deck. Comment below if any situations or problem with it or something like that. I don't know. I'm just making this deck profile for Anime Gamer 245. This is also, by the way, the brand new Gold Series, you know, mat that came out with it. It's Kaiba, Blue Eyes, and Canon, whatever that shit is. So comment below, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that. And check out my other channels, Mark Joseph and GGG or something like that. I'll see you guys later in the next video. Bye.